So let's jump into African Cup of Nations.
The poison child is the thing that no European manager wants to talk about, especially when they have African players.
Sorry, before we jump into African Cup of Nations, it has been made clear to me that actually it was not Gabriel Jesus that scored. It was Gabriel Magalhaes, and he has scored another one. So Arsenal is leading 2-0 now. Crystal Palace 0.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners.
I took feelings with F2.
We know Crystal Palace will come.
See, even if they score one goal, we don't mind giving some people some goal. Let them rest. You understand? But we still need these 3 points. I think.
No, I need Man City to go back up and Liverpool to just
So for AFCON, by the way, let me just start with what's his name? Salah. Salah had a big injury scare. The result has come out and it's not something huge. You lose 2 matches, but imagine if Salah was to go out for till the end of the season. How do you feel like Liverpool handle it?
My FPL,
That's all you care about.
My FPL is already. Last week, my FPL was beating because I forgot to take Salah out.
I'm close.
Mashi, do you have FPL?
No, I used to, but
you couldn't keep up.
I gave up that dream.
I have, and I'm not keeping up.
FPL is a religion, my guy. If you can't, just leave it.
But me, I just feel like
you snooze, you know.
Salah was not into that Egypt think as the starting lineup when I saw there are 2 games, it was not as influential like how it was in Liverpool. He's not the main man you give that ball to and he plays something. Everybody, all the defenders, those Salah will go 3-man marking on him.
So probably it might be the idea, since Salah is there and he's the main player,
yes,
to shift the focus to someone else. You try and just be releasing the ball. Like Mane, if you notice Mane so far, Mane will hold the ball and give the ball immediately.
That's why
because immediately a lot of defenders will be on him.
And that's the same thing I'm also talking about Osimhen. Let them not injure my wonderful biological striker.
Yeah.
So let him be releasing the ball. Because that, as if you notice now, it really paying Salah. You look at his expression in that game, you know that man, they don't do for me, guy, let me just come out. But I like the way Egypt took it. They didn't even sit back like other countries.
They kept on pressing.
They kept on pressing and they got the draw out of it.
And mind you, Egypt has a goal a top goal scorer contender as a result of this deflection technique that they're using.
Yeah.
His name is Mustafa Mohamed.
Yeah.
He actually has 2 goals right now.
So just imagine Salah was taking all the ball and he was doing everything. All the tackles will be coming to him. Yes. And this guy won't even get the goals that he gets.
Liverpool fans will even be happy right now that he's resting because I need him back to my IPL.
Okay. Concerning the whole Liverpool Salah being injured, I believe even if we thank God he's not injured for the season, but when they played Arsenal in the FA game, yes, they were missing a few key players, but it wasn't that noticed. Yeah, it wasn't. So, nobody plays the left wing like Salah does, but I think they will also survive because Klopp tends to be an innovative manager who will find.
Can we talk about their group right now? Their group is like a chaos, it's like war. Look at everybody. I can't even talk about the back and forth. Them drawing how many matches? I think so.
2 matches. Yeah, they played just 2 matches now, and they drew both matches.
Thank you. And you could see that group now. I'm even thinking they will qualify.
And this is a country that everyone is feeling like can come out and win the competition.
But speaking of who would likely win this competition, let's get some predictions. Hamza.
I want to say Nigeria, but I'm going to try and be honest.
Based on current performance,
it has to be Senegal. Those guys, they are red hot. They don't see it doesn't seem like anyone can stop them.
100% record so far. Just after 2 rounds of matches, 100% fixed record, as well as Cape Verde, hosting Cape Verde for fans.
They're currently topping their table, so it could be.
And they have qualified for the round of 16. For the round of 16.
Bro, I don't call it an initial gra-gra yet. Let's first know who are we.
They are the only 2 teams, Senegal and Cape Verde are the only 2 teams that have 100% record so far in the AFCON.
I know. Okay. But for now, let us keep it.
Why I can't predict them is because once they get into the knockout stage, anything can happen.
Anything.
Yeah.
And now that knockout stage, you don't know, they might meet the Senegal. Okay, they will meet. If they are topping, but you don't know who they will meet. What if they meet Egypt? Because Egypt can now end up being second in their group.
I don't think so.
And I also feel we shouldn't rule out Morocco because of what they did in World Cup.
Deciding on World Cup is.
Well, because
it's
when we're talking, even in the Euros, right? When they're talking about Euros, they look at the track record of other countries and replicate in other competitions. So we also have to talk about World Cup because
it's the most recent.
And Morocco's run in the World Cup was actually pretty impressive. They didn't concede as many goals, so we can't rule them out.
So what is going on now?
Well, I'm not so sure, but it's like I said,
can't rule them out. We can't rule Tunisia out too.
What's going on in Tunisia? We can't rule them out to me.
We can't rule them out. These are people that over the years they've shown what they can do.
Now let's also remember that when we talk about tournaments, whatever tournament, history plays a very, very critical role in how far these teams will go. Might not look it right now, but in the long run, you look at people that have a winning tradition, a winning pedigree, they are always going to play them somehow.
What of Cameroon?
Yeah.
By the way, when you charted a private jet worth 100,000.
Bro, you have to say that.
No. I'm leading somewhere.
To bring Onana.
So at this point, everybody's making it look like Onana is his fault that he scored. It's his fault he scored in 1 goal out of the 3 goals.
Bro,
but everybody has to understand that Senegal
2 goals out of the 3 goals.
You are blaming 2 on him.
2 years, bro.
Come on, man. This guy is not. Senegal is balling.
You can't see.
They are balling.
Man can't
touch this.
I can actually die if I catch that goal.
No, they disrespect.
No.
They said the priest is never appreciated in his home. You people will never appreciate this.
But so far, like we mentioned, a lot of these teams have not even finished playing their second round.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's give it another week. Let's allow this.
Before we will give it another week, let's Nigeria Wagwan. What's happening? What's happening? Like
to me, I just feel that team, they need coordination, they need oneness, they need like a synergy, a chemistry. Everybody's playing individual football.
yes,
And second, I need them to work on my midfield. I need more midfield.
our midfield is not sparking at all.
Bro, the Senegal jam was.
You know, collect some wing play.
Our week.
The wing play self is see. What's his name? Moses Simon. Any ball they give to him, is either you go and lose the ball. Like nothing comes out of it. Do you understand? It's only Lookman that tried that time and gave that cross to Osimhen in the first match. And Lookman is not even looking at it.
If you want to check what's wrong with someone, you need to check through either his body or the brain. Bro, we need to check the system of play, the tactics. Is the manager actually utilizing this immense talents, this international players they are going out to play for their club and becoming the best? Are they blinking into? See, look at the way Senegal played yesterday. They played like they have not even. They know themselves like yesterday.
Yeah.
So what is going on in Nigeria? And we have big names.
I think we need it. I think we need it.
I think it's also because we have big names that we're probably seeing what we are seeing right now. Because it could also be a case of everyone wants to be put their name on the map. They don't want to play as a team. Like the guy in, I can't remember his name. when we had a counter and we were supposed to go and score the second goal.
I was
He-
trying to do too much.
Yeah, he
Yes.
had no business running in.
Just pass
Like
the
he could
ball.
have passed the ball and it could have been a second goal. I don't know why he had to keep driving at it and not score. So I think it's everyone trying to make a name for themselves because they feel, oh, they're a star in their own respective clubs, so they are trying to make a name. And secondly, he was supposed to be playing as the cam the last game,
Yeah.
but he was way too deep. So there was almost
Iwobi is not the calm, he's not a center, he's not an attacking.
Yeah,
Something that it's more of a CM, right?
He was. He
that's what he
changed.
played.
Yeah, he was an attacking midfielder. Lampard changed him into a box to box, and right now that's what he's. But Nigeria is trying.
And he's not even box to box.
What she said
Just in the center now.
What she said makes sense, but at the same time, it's because of the kind of coach. There's a coach that can handle big players, and there are coaches that cannot handle big players. What she said just totally makes sense because, if you see, like a team like PSG, when they had this guy,
Messi.
Messi,
And Mbappe.
the coach clearly could not handle that team.
And he sent a message to play PM.
Do you understand? That coach could not handle those kind of names. Do you understand? But when you have a coach like Mourinho, he can come in and handle the big
That's
players.
what he is.
So we must not have a big coach, but at the same time, if we can have someone with the mental capacity to handle those
That's
big
what I'm
players,
trying.
I don't think we'll be where we
Yeah,
are.
but I think it has to do with the personality issue. But coming back to what she said, talking about positioning, and let's talk about, now she has spoken about the midfield. But Marsha, what do you think about the defense? The defensive side of the Nigerian team.
Well, I fancied AFCON when he played. I felt he put in a lot of work. And also Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey did a lot of clearances. Yeah, he was. The person who I felt was shaky a bit was Aino, but towards the end of the game he stepped up his game. Yeah,
What about my captain?
that
Echo.
was
You
AFCON.
mentioned
Yeah,
Ekong.
AFCON was so
was
solid.
not. Ekong was not too dear. He's very, very slow today.
He's getting old now,
It's-
but so far I think that is the one solid European-esque defender that we have
Yeah.
that has a good
He's slow, but he's consistent.
I believe even when we're talking about defenders, yes, to me they can be slow, but if they have football IQ, then it's okay. Because Thiago Silva doesn't run as much as other defenders, but
But Hummels is slow too.
sorry.
Hummels is
Yeah,
slow,
but they have that football IQ. Even Van Dijk is not as fast as he used to be, but now he can read the runs of players. They know how to position themselves. They know how to make certain tackles that won't lead to a foul, and they'll still clear the ball. So I don't believe his pace should be something so.
Now, when you talk about pace, come back to the wingers. We've been hitting on the issue of the wingers. in
Yeah.
this team.
We have fast.
And then
players.
you have people that are fast. If you are fast and you don't know what you're doing with the ball,
It's still useless.
So, but before we even talk of these guys like side, our midfield is the engine.
Yes.
Midfield is always going to be the
it's
engine.
static.
Let me-
As of right
let me
now,
tell you,
that pump is not moving.
Midfield is the engine. We don't have a good defensive midfield. Mind you, Ndidi is not there.
Yes.
And the guy that's covering for Yusuf seems like he's trying, but he's not that strong. Like anybody bodies him, any duel he doesn't win. Do you understand?
So that's why I would like them to play like the way Man City play. You can combine one of their CBs or one of
Now-
somebody,
now this-
or you can get another like two DMs can play at the back and allow maybe you want me to be creative and be moving around,
But,
finding channels to pass.
but it won't be dropped into deep.
It's too deep. That's the problem. We need another
who's
person.
fault? Who's fault?
It's the coach.
It's the coach that's
Now, you're talking of managers with innovation. This guy doesn't seem to me like someone that wants to try. He has already told us when it comes to formation. He said his best formation is playing with 5 at the back. 5, I think it's 5-4-1.
5-4-1.
That's his best formation. That's Pesaro's best formation. And Komachi, you spoke about Alaina on this side. But what's his name? Salisu or Sanusi on the other side?
Sanusi.
Yeah, Sanusi. What do you think? Because I feel that guy was doing too much that day.
I feel so too. I really feel so too.
She
He was getting into tackles. He
Yeah,
had
and-
no business getting
And
into.
if these people were just a little bit clinical, sorry, who did we play?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. If they're just a little bit clinical about their own football, that game would have been won. They would have, because that Fofana kept shooting ball. He just had the trigger on his feet, and every time he had the ball, he shot it. But if they pushed forward, apart from having a compare, if they pushed forward and utilized all that they had, I feel that it would have been.
But commercial, I think I want you to think about something now. Why we a team that is winning 1-0 go on a defensive and something totally different? How was supposed to be a team? They actually brought in attackers to try and even get the goal.
Yes, they brought in Pepe. When they brought in
when the
Pepe,
wingers were talking about were coming to use those channels and move in and destroy that.
when they brought in Pepe, me, I was scared when I looked at their bench. Look at Max Gradel, he was just waiting. Max Gradel was waiting to come and idea us to.
I don't know.
And we just went on defensive just like that without any.
Because we knew our attackers weren't good. So you have to see when
But
you know
that
the
our attackers
quality.
are one of the best.
Yeah, but they're not working
You have,
together.
the thing is the ego in this team. How are we sure this coach is able to balance?
Exactly.
The egos in the team.
Let me
It's not
ask
balancing that. Okay.
So, based on all this, what do you think our best starting 11? Because we have a lot of players. Right? What do you think? Let's try and rack up a perfect starting 11 that we think will work.
Yeah, first put 9 now, so see me.
Normally.
Normally.
But what about you, that show?
That's another thing. Do you know if I want to bring him, I'll bring him as a
Okay.
as a first 9 that
Thank
will
God.
support Osimhen, like
Okay.
a double striker.
Thank God you started with striker. So let's decide now. Are we going to use 2 strikers or use
So
one
let's
striker?
even understand
Let's decide now so that we
what
can-
Let's understand one operation first. Yes.
So are we using 2 strikers first so that we'll know whether we'll tweak it or
For now, I think we should use 2 strikers. That one striker is
so we're doing let's do 4-4-2.
let's do
We have
Yeah.
4-4-2, yeah?
Yeah.
or we should use their present formation to actually decide.
Because clearly what they are
Presario is
doing,
not going to change.
what they are doing is not working.
Presario is not going to change. He's not going to change tactics. So let's just stick with the 5-4-1 that he said
So
is working.
are
for
we
him.
so I see 5-4-1?
Let's go.
That's basically 4-3-3. It's just that it's using the
Yeah.
wingers
Yeah.
to sit back.
And that's the thing. They're stressing these wingers are supposed to be creative up front. They're tracking back. Then it's not working then.
It's not
Yeah,
working.
up front.
Osimhen up front, I agree. Because let's be honest, Osimhen did miss some guilt edge.
Bro, 1-on-1, 2-on-2.
Osimhen missed. But Osimhen's hold-up play is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at the number of times he had to drop deep, the times he had to change play. He did switch play to the other flank, to flanks a lot, bringing in the other guys into the game. You don't have a lot of strikers right now that can do that. Let's not even sugarcoat it. We don't have a lot of strikers that can come deep and take the ball and try to build and then go back forward. So Osimhen, I agree. But now, when we come to the midfield, are we going to go to the midfield or let's go back to the defense then?
No. Yeah, starting with Osimhen. So
Wingers.
the 2 wingers, then midfield, then.
Well, I still like Chukwueze.
Yeah, I love
I feel
that.
something good will come out of that guy.
Yeah, something good, but you should step down that selfish part of it.
Yeah.
You play the selfish play is getting.
And then me, I'll go with Simon. I'll go with Simon still.
So Moses Simon and Chukwueze and Osimhen.
No, I prefer Lukman is clinical. So in some extent when it comes to that final thought.
So you're going to
Wait,
switch.
before you switch, let's decide. Are we switching? Who are we picking between now? Is it Moses Simon and Lukman? Or are we
One of
picking
them.
between?
One
Is Chukwueze
a constant.
Yes.
a constant?
Yeah.
Have you agreed Chukwueze is okay?
Yeah.
So between Moses Simon, me, I pick Lukman actually.
I will pick Lukman. See, where I will bring in Moses Simon is when I feel like the other
You want to bond them out. You want to bring them
bro,
out.
when they have lost that energy, then I'll just bring in one spacer.
Normally, everybody knows that every coach has been trained or taught. I don't know what school they go to. 60 minutes. 60 minutes is the time for changes.
Yeah.
Observe.
But me, that's why I always love Pep. You don't wait for the 16 minutes. If you know that this guy is going to change your game, your game to change the game. Anytime, bro.
But when it's
Anytime.
right.
To me, I just feel like when you see that you have studied your opposition's defender, one of the players like gassing out or making small error. You
No,
cannot bring
They actually pay attention to these things. And that's why they brought in Pepe that day to come on the left side and come and meet what's his name, Salisu.
Yeah.
Because Salisu was stressed. Salisu already had the card. The guy was doing too much that day. If you ask me,
They are looking for the second card.
Yes.
looking for the second card or just trying to walk the guy.
Walk the guy. So that place will be open. So we are trying to use that place a lot.
Yeah, so you should, I don't know, but now let's talk about the midfield aspect of it.
Before you talk about the midfield, Trossard has scored. And at this time, Gabriel Jesus assisted him. Man that walks on water, man that changes water into wine. So 3-3. That is drinking about. So that is 3-0.
I can never
Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 0.
90 minutes.
Let's give them 1-3-1. Let it be go.
All I can say is we are back.
We are back. Put it up there where we're back.
One position
And Clinton, let's just wait till 9 please.
Sorry, before we move to midfield, between Kumashi, I want to ask, between Chikwueze, Lookman, Moses Simon, who are you dropping? Between these three, let's drop one.
Okay, based on what I watched, I
Yeah.
think I would drop Moses Simon. I would drop Moses Simon.
For me, I'm a sounded
How good is that one?
Since I've known Ahmed Musa, he always leaves the ball behind him on this one.
No, Ahmed, I feel tread like you get. There's the way Nigerians feel about Ahmed Musa. Don't go talk past.
Because he appeals to the human side of us.
Yeah, no, he's doing a lot out there.
Yeah, his humanitarian work
Yeah.
is good. He's doing great.
No, but he did it.
But
that was
mind
the
you,
competition that he tried for. So
it was at the World Cup also.
was it work? No, I think it was qualified or something. He didn't go to World Cup. That was.
No, actually, we didn't go. Qatar, we missed. I remember. Yeah, we
You would have embarrassed us.
Qatar.
Yeah.
This kind of
Yeah.
I know someone said that we just needed to write down and then put the slide back and come back.
I mean, look at Senegal that are playing really well now. Look at they got knocked out in round of 16.
Round of 16 is actually fair. You qualified, you went past the group stage.
Yeah.
In the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
It happens once in 4 years.
Once in four, exactly. But
when
this
you
is Senegal that's dominating the AFCON right now, but got knocked out.
well, yeah,
So
that,
imagine Nigeria went for it, won't even have qualified.
I know that was the time that Nike wanted to kill us with those fresh jerseys.
Yeah.
That's my best.
They dropped too much drip. And players on these snap flyers pictures of and
And that's
Instagram.
and the jerseys they were always going out of stock.
Yes,
I
now.
don't know when we had that, I think, Watford goalkeeper. Like girls were tripping.
Yeah,
Before he got
What is
You
it?
don't trip for
What is
you.
it?
I had to trip for your face before I trip for your face.
you can tell us.
I need
You
trip
won't
for
tell
you.
anybody. You won't tell anybody.
I need trip for you. If you don't play well, please.
And it's actually because of Ghana, said. So Ghana that game, that was the game that.
You were in the stadium, actually.
Yeah. I was there live and direct. No, but Nigerians turned up at the stadium. Nigeria turned up for that match.
That game, I don't know what happened, because if I remember clearly that day, I won't forget. Even to go to any business you had.
The road was blocked.
That day,
Yeah, they
that day, a lot of people actually did close shop.
Yo, if you know Abuja, I parked at Area 1. I parked behind Area 1 shopping complex. Then I walked, then I took bike. Then I still didn't get to the stadium because there's the place that cars are parked, you can't even pass. I had to drop and I started walking to the stadium. That's when Partey scored.
only for the country to lose.
I'm a gunner now. Partey scored, I celebrated. Like,
Why?
what to do?
Baba, are you sure you should be saying?
I'm as open as a book.
You have to be country first, club next. You can't be club first, country
Don't
next.
be
Who wrote that?
Don't be. I'm not like this.
But he did it for you guys.
Did it for who?
Did it for you
I
guys.
consider that really that thing.
Anyway, back to the Congo war. People left. Let's go to midfield now. Khalifa.
Calvin Bassey is solid for me. I think,
Midfield.
No, it's
Midfield.
a left back.
Midfield is a left back.
but I saw him. He started in mid.
No, he was talking into
He was always talking. He was playing like Zinchenko.
Yes,
He was doing that Zinchenko.
Well,
yeah, let's go.
For me, it's still like
another
Iwobi should start. Iwobi should
What
start.
about the other midfielder that can actually assist Iwobi, like two of them to do
Like give him the base.
Yes. Because if if a country notices that Iwobi is the main
fulcrum.
everybody will be marking him.
There's this guy that was in Rangers that left and came to Premier League.
Oh, yeah. He came to Southampton.
Yeah, he played. They put him second.
Aribo. Is he in this tournament?
Yeah, he played second half in the first game.
Now imagine, I watched the second half and there was a little difference between him and Iwobi. Like, there was some passes that he was making that it was some time where I was seeing him try now. I was seeing him try.
Aribo is good.
Aribo is good.
No, Aribo is good. I can't remember the first time I watched him for the national team. He was actually wonderful. He was actually like an injury room. So comparing him in a central midfield position to Iwobi, I think they're not doing justice to Iwobi because this guy was actually trained or built a central midfielder, not Iwobi that has journeyed around from wing to attacking midfield, back to wing, back to attacking midfield, and now.
But do you know that's why I always love Pep. Pep said that all his players are all rounder. You can sit down and play.
Today, if he says play here,
They can play.
play.
But they know their roles.
What you can do, you can decide that you want to play two strikers and have Iheanacho and Osimhen. So now Iheanacho can decide to drop in a little bit, and he will now seem like a attacking midfielder.
Actually,
So Iwobi, either you're using Iwobi and Yusuf in the midfield, but whoever is going to be with that Yusuf needs to be ready to put in work. Aribo is good, but Aribo is quite slow in the midfield. But Iwobi can
track back.
Iwobi can track back. This team playing the central midfield, this was when Lampard was. So Lampard is one of the guys in that role.
Trying to show.
Do you know this tactics we were just talking about where Osimhen in front, then this shadow striker.
Yeah.
We actually tried it to one match. I can't remember the match I watched. And we tried it. And it worked for us. We are banging goals. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I think it was at the back was the DM that time. I think one of these our games back then. I think.
But was Ndidi there then?
Yeah, Dignity was there. I think before when they kicked off.
That's a big blow that we don't have.
Yes. So I don't feel like you should just organize our formation properly and put in the right players. Because if I'm the one, I'll just make what we see to the DM. Why what's the name of
You will be stretching. Putting Iwobi in DM is like stretching.
No, not DM.
No, like
maybe center
midfielder. That like okay.
Now the thing is normally there's no base for Iwobi to perform. If the defense is something, because now, okay, I was watching that game. I was watching, yes, but I was actually watching, and I saw that the passes in midfield were flat.
Yeah.
Who were these balls going into? It was just like a triangle kind of.
And they're just hitting the ball long, hoping that
Osimhen will
the first ball.
That's why I said that our instructions and our rules from the manager is very, very important. Are you mixing the cross? Are you going flat? Then if you are going
no ball retention.
No ball, then you know what you are doing. To me,
it would be. I'm sorry, Osimhen tried ball retention. If you ask me.
How many times
all the times the ball did get to him.
Teams that try to hold on to possession, how many times you see them clear the ball? You see Liverpool clear the ball anyhow. You see Arsenal, Man City clear the ball. The whole idea of ball retention.
That's because we also had a very faulty midfield. Your ball retention most of the time comes from your midfield and progresses up to your attackers. But if your midfield is not holding the ball, then it's not your attackers will find it very difficult to hold the ball. So, and we had sometimes Osimhen was in no man's land up there alone, nobody there coming out to assist him. So I think that was what the problem was.
Anyway, we are trying to run away from this big obligation of us choosing our 11 now. We have seen the problem, we have seen how it looks, so let's choose this midfield. I've said I'm putting Aribo
as a CM.
As a CM. Then we can't do it without putting Okocha's nephew now.
Okocha's nephew can also win the best.
No. Who we put? That's the thing.
Okocha's nephew just won the best.
Who we put? No, me, I still like Iwobi.
And I like against him. If you see how he plays beforehand,
yes.
Playing well. But now the coach can use him properly. The coach knows how to use him.
This has mostly been the problem with Nigerian managers or coaches. They hardly it's more like they are not in the know of what these guys actually do at their club sites. But if you watch club side football and you see this is what these guys do, that why bring him here and give him different instructions than the one he's already used to playing?
Anyway, we need to pick our midfield. So
who's going against?
So
For Iwobi, Iwobi can
Iwobi can stay.
so we have Iwobi, Arigo. One more person.
Say I will say the.
No, I'm not putting the both of them.
We're putting the both.
I'm putting both of them. Yusuf.
So,
Is he replacing Ndidi? So
People can play alongside Yusuf.
Yeah.
So we have
yeah.
going.
And mind you, Arigo too, he gives forward passes. So the time that Iwobi is sitting back in the bit, Arigo can give. It's not every time you give a true pass. You can give that long pass to the wing, side change, all this. So now it's peak defense. I think our defense is quite simple and flat.
Yeah. What he has already picked, I feel they are okay.
I agree with the manager, but still, let's look
And
at
our
that
keeper
side
too.
too. Yeah.
No, over the years we have changed keeper, but it seems like this guy is okay.
The guys, I like his confidence. I like his confidence.
Same thing.
But let's just leave it at that.
This guy comes for the ball. Like
Yeah, he
if there's the
comes
ball in the air, he come and gets. I see any keeper I see that does that.
And that's it he made. That's it he made. He did save us actually.
Yeah.
Because if Ivory Coast has scored before us, I'm not sure.
With what we played,
if Ivory Coast has scored before us,
Anyway,
the conversation will be very different, right?
What's our predictions? Have we done predictions for winning? Who we think will win the AFCON?
Defending champions, please.
I'll second him, defending champions. My
Defending
friend
champions.
will go all the way.
Okay. Khalifa, what about you?
Well, I have a lot comes to mind.
Big one person.
I have a lot. Wait, my guy, calm down. Yes, these are teaching problems we have at the team. Super Eagles, but I'll still go with Nigeria too.
And with you, I'll say Super Eagles.
Wow.
Let me try and be patriotic. You understand? Super Eagles to win.
If we change our information,
I remember back in the day, me and my mom, when there was this game, was in Nigeria, I can't remember. And we had scored 2 and they equalized 2. I had never played that hard in my life until that day.
We Nigerians
Actually,
we love football, so
actually very big.
we might joke a lot, but when it comes to Super Eagles, there's a lot that goes on in our hearts.
And we scored 3 after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
We thank God. The prayer works.
Thank you very much.
So next week, Game Breakers were having the 1v1 challenge again, and you have to have been there last time. It was amazing. We had to see, there's a lot of football talent out there, and every now and then we just go around and we see players play so well. But with this platform now, we can put them out there. And we also have a website coming up which we put all their information. There's going to be all the information for Game Breakers, all our schedule, what podcasts what we have next and all that, and the information for this player. So if you see a player on competition, you can go there and see his age, see the position he plays, see which team he plays for, and probably get a contact information also. So next week, 27th of January, 1v1 in Abuja is going to be electrifying. That's the word I'm going to use. It's going to be electrifying because some of these guys, somebody they touch ball. And 1v1 is not just about whether you're skillful, you have to be able to handle that defensive side also. If you're just skillful, they'll just be beating you and scoring also. You might miss your chance because you can only dribble, but they are going to beat you and score. So the 1v1, you have to master both angles, the defensive side and the attacking side. 27th, again, I keep stressing the day so that it will remain in your head. 27th January, Abuja, 1v1.
It was the venue.
The venue is going to be in our Instagram, it's going to be on our Twitter, and it's always on our TikTok too. We have, by the way, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. You can check our description for all this information. Like, share, subscribe. I've been telling people tag tag everybody, tag Terrific, tag Owen, tag Karaga, tag who again? You should mention pundits when they are out there. Tag them.
Julian Laurent.
What is this lady that is with Henri and
Mike Abdul.
Mike
Mike
Richards?
Kate.
Kate Aldo and Kate.
Abdul.
Tag her. If she can give us a shout out.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I love that guy. That's the biggest gunner there. That guy gives me so much joy. Yeah, right. I love you, guy. You're amazing.
Kieran
Gibbs. You can tag Gary Neville. You can tag him. No problem. We'll manage him.
Hello.
So, man, next week, catch us at